So friends, I think that we are almost ready to go, and I'm just doing some final checks here before officially starting this one. Just making sure that all the system is correctly working. I will start in a couple of minutes. Okay, I see that the system is is running just fine. Okay, I think that we can really go with this right away. Always good to check this. Everything checked and everything working as well. So here we are, friends, and I'm really going to officially start this event. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gianluca Masi speaking from the Virtual Telescope Project, and I'm very happy to welcome you once again on our web TV for this real-time online observing session offered by the Virtual Telescope Project for Global Astronomy Month 2014. You know, you are now pretty well used to know what the Global Astronomy Month is, and I'm very happy that our previous events went pretty well. I'm sorry that I had to reschedule this event. It was originally planned for last night, but clouds and rain were not with us, and we just delayed it of 24 hours, and looks like that we have better luck tonight. Before starting, I once again want to thank, of course, Astronomers Without Borders for bringing Global Astronomy Month to the world. This is the 5th edition. Everything started soon after the International Year of Astronomy, so we are here at the Virtual Telescope proud, saying that we supported all this since the very beginning. And I also want to acknowledge the technological partners of the Virtual Telescope Project, namely they are Unitron Italia Instruments, Software Bisq, Badr Planetarium, Santa Barbara Instruments Group, and Planewave Instruments. They really are doing a lot for keeping the Virtual Telescope at the very top on the international scenery, you know. And tonight, as you know very well, we are going to do such a wonderful cosmic journey. I'm just ready to leave and to start also sharing our telescope console in real time. So just wait for a couple of seconds, and I'm just going to make the console available to you too. So friends, here we are, and we are really going to start this event officially. You know what you are seeing. You are just looking at the telescope console of my main telescope. We are going to use, as I said, one of the robotic telescopes, part of the Virtual Telescope. Our facility is actually including two fully robotic telescopes. You can see both of them here, and we are going to use the one you see on the right. It is a 17-inch telescope, so it is a very powerful scope, and here it is a picture showing this unit, the one I'm just going to use with you in real time, really in real time. So I believe that this is time for us to go, to start, and let's have the kickoff for the huge event. Now you see what is up in the sky, where the Virtual Telescope is placed in central Italy. As usual, you see the yellow circle saying to you where the telescope is looking right now, but from time to time you will see that the position will change, of course, depending on our destination. And above all, I will make sure that you will always see where the telescope is going to point, where it is going to look. Before starting, I was also doing some research on supernova, some supernova candidate that is, I would say, a very important research field at our facility. But it is now for us to start going to have you looking at the stars also like if you were at the telescope facility. So I believe that we are ready, and I'm going to start. And first of all, as we are looking in that part of the sky, I would like to go to visit once again a bright asteroid we spotted all together earlier for another Global Astronomy Month event. It was when we visited the asteroid Vesta, the very bright asteroid Vesta. So I'm going to ask the telescope. As you can see here, I just have I just to fix a little thing that is okay, so that the audio is always running fine every time. Okay, so back to the telescope control. I was saying we are going to look at Vesta, an asteroid we spied earlier this month, again as part of Global Astronomy Month, with a special event for it. So let's ask the telescope to go there, and we are ready, and of course, let's confirm the telescope's viewing. The yellow is going to the red is the destination, and we are there, as you can see. I just asked the telescope to zoom a bit so that you can see even better where the telescope is looking at right now. So we are just looking in the Virgo, the Maiden constellation, and just want to put it in the better orientation, and here we are. So let's ask the telescope to take an image of it. As you might remember, the asteroid is very bright, so it will be for us enough just to take a handful of seconds exposure. And first I just want to take a quick test image, 5 seconds. Let me see if we have something bright close to the center of the field of view. The telescope is taking the image. The image is downloading. And here we have the bright object. You can see it is very close to the center, and that bright object in the very center is, of course, asteroid Vesta. I'm just making sure for you that you can see everything a bit better. Wow, I must say that it is really bright, but we knew this. We already had a look at Vesta a few days ago. This online observing session, Stars for All, is intended just to give you an idea about many different astronomical objects. So I just wanted to start here because this is basically a symbolic step, being part of the solar system, and of course I will be happy also to guide you through very deep space objects, but I believe that having Vesta as a first step was likely an encouraging step for those still fearing the thrilling of deep space observations. And I also would like to remind you that all this is happening as part of Global Astronomy Month. We are proud to be coordinating the remote observing programs, part of this celebration. One people, one sky is the motto of Astronomers Without Borders. And I also want to bring you greetings from President and founder of Astronomers Without Borders, my good friend Mike Simmons. And this one, by the way, is going to be the last online event offered by the Virtual Telescope for our Global Astronomy Month. Unless something special will pop up in the sky, we will be ready to go and to show it to you. But as far as we know, this one is going to be the last one. Basically, we had a lot of events this year, with, I must say, such very huge and great success. But here we are, I'm just back to you, and of course I want to go again to change our target, our object. Well, I believe that we really have plenty of choices. I will go back and forth from the outer deep space back to the Milky Way. So the other times in the past editions, in the past years, I try to keep aligned. It is just going, slowly going deeper and deeper in space and time. This time I would like just to jump as we like, just to experiment some more thrilling experience, okay? So let me see what we can do for this, and I'm just going to share with you a wonderful side of a few galaxies. First of all, as you have seen in the, I must say, in the poster of the event, the wonderful spiral galaxy NGC 4565. That is, I must say, one of my favorite galaxies, and it is in Coma Berenices. That is the heirs of Berenice. And I'm going to ask the telescope to slew there, and we are just doing this right away. So the telescope is leaving the solar system, and from basically, let me say, 150 millions of kilometers, we are jumping right away to about 60 millions of light years. So the telescope is sitting in the right place, and let's take an image, and let's take a first sight of the galaxy with just a handful of seconds. I always love looking so far away, because when you look far in space, you are also looking back in time. The light is traveling with the speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. In a second, a beam of light can bring you to the moon, you know. But if you want to live and reach the galaxy we are going to spy, you have to travel again that fast with for 60 millions of light years. And I have here a very quick image of this fantastic galaxy, and I'm going to show this in real time, but we want more, so let me take now 90 seconds exposure, also taking care that we will be doing some proper calibration here. So friends, look at this wonderful shape. This galaxy is just edge on, and it is suspended in space and time somewhere at 60 millions of light years from us. All this is happening, is going to be shown live thanks to the virtual telescope. You can see a bright nucleus here, of course, and that nucleus is of course in the center, but you see also a dark dust line just below the nucleus, and there is also a bright star in the same field of view, a couple of them, but they are part of the Milky Way. So the stars you see are part of the Milky Way, while the galaxy, of course, is very, very far away. You see, we are taking a longer exposure. The first one was just 10 seconds. We are taking now 90 seconds. It means that the telescope is collecting light for a longer exposure time. The longer, the better for faint deep sky objects, because, of course, you can collect a lot more photons. Being these objects far away and faint, the longer the exposure, the higher the light, the higher the signal you will have. But the galaxy is coming, so let's have this showing real time. I will close so that the telescope will automatically open again the new image, and we will adjust it right away. This is wonderful, friends. I'm always amazed by this galaxy. Look how many stars you see all around. They are, as I said many times now, part of the Milky Way. Just 90 seconds exposure were able to give us, without troubles, such a wonderful sight of the galaxy. I really like the idea that the virtual telescope, thanks to its online observing sessions, can make possible to people to meet no matter any political, religious, social, cultural border. That is why we really fit so well with the Astronomers Without Borders mission. Look here and tell me if this is not amazing. I believe that tonight we are having a wonderful observing sky. I mean, wonderful observing conditions, you know. Well, it's hard to say goodbye to this. Let me show this full screen, just to make sure that we are really taking the best here. Let me center the Galaxy 2. So you can even save the images, because if you are on our website, you can easily save the JPG image shown below the video window. This is something I like. You can share it if you like. Make sure that other friends are enjoying, of course, what you are enjoying with us now. Before leaving this, I just want to try adjusting a bit image details, because I want just to try to look better close to the nucleus. Here we are. This is really great. Enjoy this one. I find this amazing. I still want to remind you that all this is happening live. The virtual telescope is about 100 kilometers far away from me, and I'm controlling this and through the internet, and nobody is at the observing site. This is a truly robotic system, and after now almost 8 years of operation, I can say, looking at numbers, looking at the results, both in science and public outreach, that the Virtual Telescope project is by far the leading facility in the world sharing astronomy with the public online through the web. So I think that we are there with a nice Esther trip there, and say goodbye to it, because we want more. We are going to spy something great again. And I would like just to come back to the Milky Way, still at a few tens of thousands light years. And the next one, the next object, will be Messier number 3. You see where it is. The telescope is just showing where the next destination is. The red circles, M3, Messier 3, a globular cluster, and the telescope is still sitting, as you can see, in Coma Berenices. But it is time for us to leave the galaxy we just spied and drive to Messier number 3. And this is happening right now. Okay, we are really there, and I'm going to show you such a wonderful object. Globular clusters are special objects living in a special region of our galaxy. Our galaxy, as you know, is a spiral one. I will show you another galaxy later, giving you an idea about our Milky Way. Basically, a spiral galaxy like the Milky Way where we live is just a disk of stars. It is very large in diameter but very thin. And of course, all around that disk you have an halo, including some globular clusters, and we call globular clusters those huge concentration of stars. Cluster because they are many stars packed together, globular because they have a spheric shape and they have a very high density. But I believe that a picture is worth than 1,000 words, so let's ask the telescope to take a 90 seconds image for us, and you can see that all this is starting right now. I always like to show all this stuff real time, because of course if I showed you some I might say archive images they could be even better because the images you are seeing now are just unprocessed, natural, raw images. They are the worst side you can have. If I take many of those images and then I process them properly, I can take a truly outstanding image. For example, if you don't mind, I just would like to go there and take to show you, just to give you an idea what what I'm saying. Let me find an image of NGC 565, the one we have seen earlier, because I really want to have you looking at it. Okay, I should have it here, if I'm right. How many images around here? Oh, where are you, my galaxy? Here it is. So, here it is, an image I took with our telescope of the galaxy we have already seen, but this is a processed image, carefully processed image, so you can see what you can take as soon as, of course, you have a processed image. But I like to share with you raw, real-time images because that is, I mean, the flavor of the experience, spying the sky in absolute real time. But we are running, and I see that we have the globular cluster. So let me show again what we have. And just tell me if this is wonderful or not. You have here hundreds of thousands of very ancient stars all packed together. As you can see at the very center of the object, you can have the impression that there are too many stars, okay? But with the proper image adjustment, you can make sure to have a look also there. Trying this in real time. So I'm just trying to adjust the image. It is the same image, I just changed brightness and contrast. And as you can see, of course, now you see the stars in the very center, but of course, the faint, large outer regions are gone here. And of course, proper image processing can make sure that you see both the faint outer regions with the bright, dense central region, the core of the cluster. Okay, let me see if I can just find a politically correct position from brightness and contrast, and I believe that we can stay with this. This one, as I said, is Messier 3 for our own joy, friends. Not too bad, as you can see. I think that we are truly having such a marvelous sight. Well, I hope that you are having fun with this, and this is the third object we saw. But now, as I promised to you, I would like to show you a phase-on galaxy. We have quite a few, and one of my preferred one is another Messier object. It is Messier number 100, back in Coma Berenices, after we were with Messier 3 in Canes Venatici, the hunting dogs in English. As you know, Latin names are the official ones. But let's ask the telescope to go far away again to about 60 millions of light years. Basically, the light we are going to see started there, okay, when the dinosaurs went extincted on our planet. So go there. That light is as old as the last dinosaurs before they died for an asteroid crash, by the way. So we are there, and I'm just going to take an image, another 90-second image. But if you don't mind, once again I would like to show you the globular cluster Messier 3 we have just seen in a RAW image. If I can succeed showing you careful processed image taken by our system last year. Let me see if I can make this on fly. Incredible here, friends, because I'm just doing all this live, so I apologize if it takes a couple of seconds more, but this is the benefit, as I said, of live observing. Okay, I'm just ready to give you a side on it. Okay, friends, this is the globular cluster we have just seen, but again, I just want to show you it a bit better. I really think that this one is just giving you an idea about the richness of that cluster and about how powerful our telescope is, because this one, of course, as all the images I share are taken live with our telescope. Well, this is not a live image, this is an image of Messier 3 I did last year, April of last year. But let's go, because I see that we already have here the image I wanted, and Messier 100 is there. And just tell me if this is not great. Let's adjust right away brightness and contrast again. And look at the delicate, elegant shape of this one. This is a spiral galaxy, as the one we are in, as the Milky Way. Just trying to make the best. I think that this is a good choice. Look at the delicate structure of Messier 100. What can you say when you are facing such a beautiful things? We are part of the cosmos, so we should feel this close, not far. Far in space, of course, but not far as an emotion, you know. We are connected to the cosmos. We are part of the cosmos. We are, of course, sons of the stars, you know, because they were the stars making all the chemical elements from where life started. And this is something I like to think about when looking at the stars. Okay, I think that we were happy with this, and now I want to show you another galaxy hosting something special. I want to show you again, because some of you already spied this earlier with us, Messier 82, and it is a nice galaxy in Ursa Major, the big bear. Just making sure that we are going there. Okay. I see that the system is now having we have a stop in the internet right now. Let's see if I can just use a backup address. This is everything happening live, as I say, so from time to time you also have the internet, the remote internet, just waiting. Okay, for now I have lost the connection with the remote observatory, but I believe that let me see if this will be back soon or not. Otherwise, this happens from time to time. Just checking that okay. I'm just waiting for a minute or so. Meanwhile, while waiting to have the connection back, I just want to show you again the telescope we were using. All the images you have seen were taken with this one. This is the main telescope available at our observing site. I think that we should be back with the telescope. It was good to look at the telescope itself. Let me see if we can go or not. I see that the system is trying to connect again. It was just an internet temporary stop at the remote provider. This just happens, you know, how many times you are reaching a website that is unavailable for a couple of minutes. The good is if you are able to connect again, but still I see I can't. There is always a first time. This is the first time that this is happening in real time. This happens when we have, of course, our research observing sessions. Let's see if the system will try to relog again. Still nothing. Oh, we have another IP, so I see the system apparently tried again to connect, and we have the system back. So let me try, so you can see real life. So you are sure now that we are running live. So connecting again to the telescope, we have the new IP available. Luckily also images, okay. Here it is. We are back. And I was saying that it was time for us to go and visit the bright galaxy in Messier 82 in Ursa Major. Okay. I still that the system is still not stable. It opened again, as you can see. Time here is okay. It crashed again. But I see that there is something weak at our remote provider. This is not, of course, the telescope. It is just the provider where the telescope is connected to. It can take some time for this to automatically fix, because of course the system is trying to continuously log again. Let's wait for a couple of minutes more. Meanwhile, I will try to show you again what the system is. I just wanted to show you also another couple of images if I find. By the way, there is something I would like to just to anticipate, even if I'm not completely sure, of course. But there are good hopes, open your ears, that we will share live the next incoming solar eclipse showing in Australia. We have some people interested to make this happening with us, and as soon as I will have details, I will announce, of course, the live coverage. Meanwhile, I will be happy that, of course, the system will be back. I mean, the internet, because the system is up and running. I have another EP. Let me see if it works. Okay, it is working. How long? Okay, let me try to log again to the system. Okay, I see the console. So friends, I think that now we are there, back to the console, finally. Good things, as I said. This is a demonstration that we are running remotely, of course. So you see, the yellow is where the telescope is, Messier 100, the destination is there in red, Messier 82. So let's ask the telescope to go there, and let's confirm this. I want to visit Messier 82 in Ursa Major, hosting a supernova 2014 J, which is quite dimmer compared to what we saw in January when it was originally discovered. Telescope is going fast, and it is approaching. It is crossing the Camelopardalis constellation. But I see that no longer moves. Maybe we have again the internet stop. Wow, this is a complex session. So I just wait and see. Okay, it went lost. So again, we have to wait for a minute or so. I'm just ready here to check for the new IP address if available. Meanwhile, I again want to show you the other telescope. This is the telescope we are also hosting at Virtual Telescope Project. This is not the one we are using, but it is another important instrument. Both are very powerful, you know, and of course they can be used together in an independent way. Two different users can use all the telescopes simultaneously, doing different things, of course, even without knowing each other. Okay, so this is a quite complex facility, making possible to you to work in many different areas. I can do very different observations at the same time. For example, doing with one telescope a task. For example, this live observation, and the other telescope can do science. I used to plan and schedule all those things on a telescope, and at some point the telescope does all the work. Okay, let's see if we have or not the console back. I see that the local system is trying to reconnect. I have clear signs that the system is trying to log again but the provider is not with us tonight. Let me try again. For some reason, the network address the provider is assigning to the telescope is not stable. It is changing every a few minutes, I see. So let's wait. For another minute or so. When you have this is the first time actually that this is happening live, you know, and there is always a first time. I just wait for another address. This is the real life when you have a really a good sky. Something works against you. Well, it would be time for us to recover the system. Otherwise, I will try to restart the devices here to see if it helps. I don't know. So friends, I will be back in a couple of minutes. Just want to see if restarting things I can fix this issue. This is nothing serious, I see, but I want to fix because I want to go further with you. So I'm going to stay for a couple of minutes restarting things, so please stay with us because I will be back in a couple of minutes. See you very soon, friends. Okay, see you in a couple of minutes, friends. finally think that restarting everything maybe fixed all the things. I'm sorry, but this happens because this is technology, and sometimes the internet is there to give you some complications. So we are back, and I see that the system is now again sitting in the right place. That is Messier 82. And before any other trouble, let me take a picture of this galaxy. And we are now observing one of the brightest objects, of the deep space. Messier 82 is a quite bright object. So the system is hopefully now working. I don't know what happened again. There was a problem just in the internet connection, making the telescope connected to the internet. So I had to restart everything. It took a few minutes, but apparently this fixed. This happens when we do our, for example, our online remotely controlled research, but it is rare. But this time I say it was quite hard. But okay, let's stop saying this. Let's have fun with this now. So the image is coming soon, I hope. Just 20 seconds to go. And hopefully we will see the galaxy and likely also the supernova hosted there. That is what I want, the supernova, and see if it is in good shape or not. I do expect it quite faint. Okay, as you can see, this is just the galaxy. This is an irregular galaxy, just very bright at the center, but we have to adjust, as you now know very well, contrast and brightness. I will do this right away with you. Very good seeing, I must say. Let's adjust contrast and brightness and see how the image will change. I'm always impressed by all the details I see in the galaxy. And here we have very well visible the supernova. I want to take another image because this image can be useful to me for some scientific follow-up. Just take another image, but back to have a look to the one we already captured. The supernova is very well visible. It is the brightest star superimposed to the galaxy shape. I will put it in the very center just to make sure that you recognize it. I'm just enlarging it. This is not just to give you an idea. The star in the very center is the supernova, friends. Now just zooming out, just to a natural scale. And that is supernova 2014J. Another image of the supernova is coming soon, I think, in 20 seconds. I will save both. I really like the many contrasts, the dust, making this galaxy showing so beautiful. This is an irregular galaxy, as you can see. The new image is coming. The new image is here. Wonderful sight, wonderful seeing, I must say. I love this galaxy. Let me see if I can just make the galaxy a bit better. Wow, I like this one. This is truly beautiful. And the supernova is incredibly fainter, still bright, but amazingly fainter than at maximum. You might remember when we saw it last winter. And this is for you, friends. Messier 82 with the bright galaxy, with the bright supernova sitting in the very center of the field of view. I mean, not in the center of the galaxy, a bit below, along the galaxy structure, you see, with plenty of dust making amazingly detailed the galaxy itself. So we are now ready to leave this wonderful object, and I would like to go to visit another amazing galaxy, another classic, that is Messier 51, that is the Whirlpool Galaxy. This is the first galaxy, the one we're going to see, where a spiral structure was recognized in the 19th century by Lord Rosse, and for us it will be a magnificent sight. I'm going to show you again the telescope console. Now asking for Messier 51, you see sorry, where Messier 51 is. So let's ask the telescope to go there. Going there right now. Okay. We crossed the polar star. By the way, let me see if I can add some star names, if I can. Maybe this will help you. Oh, too crowd. Let me see if I can just reduce number. Okay. Too much maybe. Okay, so that at least you have some stars showing, some stars name, and we are again in Canes Venatici where we already spotted Messier 3, and it is time for us to start the 90-second exposure for the Messier 51 galaxy. Maybe you know this galaxy, maybe not. No matter this, it is always just a wonderful sight, a breathtaking sight, I must say. And all this is being taken with the Planewave 17 inches telescope. This one is a truly amazing, fully robotic telescope, able to push your sight, your view very, very far away. This telescope can easily observe objects as far as 10 billions of light years, and we did this already. So back to our ordinary webcam, so that you can restart following us, and we are waiting for the new target, Messier 51, just showing through the 17 inches robotic eye of the virtual telescope. The countdown is just running, and going to put the console available to you again. So here we are, ready, almost done. A handful of seconds. And now the camera is downloading the image to us for viewing Messier 51. Stars are showing and the galaxy is there. Look at this. Amazing. I'm always shocked looking at this galaxy every time. Basically, they are two galaxies, as you can see. Messier 51 is, of course, the main spiral galaxy with such a beautiful design in the arms, and on the left, just at the end of the bottom arm coming from Messier 51, you see the companion. Okay, they are really connected by that bridge of matter, that distorted arm of Messier 51. Again, let me see if you can still adjust the image, providing you likely a smoother, beautiful sight. This is wonderful. This is one of the galaxies I will look at for a lifetime. This is truly a masterpiece, you see. All this showed live during Global Astronomy Month thanks to the Virtual Telescope Robotic Project. I hope that you like it. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Just want to see if again I can... This is too much. I just want to find a good possible compromise just to show you the full galactic structure. Here it is coming. This is beautifully elegant. Look, I love this one. Very, very delicate. This is stupendous. Messier 51 at its full glory. Not too bad, isn't it? I cannot close this, it's too much beautiful. Wow. Last sight, then we will move. We will observe something more. Love it. I'm really, really captured by this elegant, distant cosmic island. So friends, I must say that I fell in love with this one, and it was just beautiful. Messier 51 is always such a tremendous sight. I must say that it never fails shocking you. And we are now approaching the end of this online coverage. We had so far such a great experience, I think, because we saw many different wonderful objects, but I still want to see if I can add something more. Let me see if what I want can be part of it. So why not? We can try with the big, wonderful globular cluster of Hercules, Messier 13. I'm just going to show you also to you its position. Okay. I'm just trying to remove a few things no longer used before, just to give you also a map easier to read. Okay. So let me share again the console. We are on Messier 51 and we are leaving for Messier 13 in Hercules. So let's ask the telescope to go. Hercules is back in our galactic halo, so we are again back to the Milky Way, but at a distance of 25,000 of light years. So it is driving pretty fast in that direction. And this is going to be our last object. We saw quite a few, I must say. And let's ask the telescope to take again a 90-second exposure. So we are just going to take an image of Messier 13, the beautiful globular cluster in Hercules, the best one you can see from the northern hemisphere. And this is almost 1 million stars all packed together at a distance of 25,000 light years, and we will see it once again live thanks to an image coming from the Virtual Telescope project for Global Astronomy Month. I'm very happy that we had such a very beautiful coverage during Global Astronomy Month. We were blessed with good weather. We just had to reschedule this of 24 hours, but we are happy that we did. Now everything is working great. And we saw many different things, including the lunar eclipse. And as I said, likely we will be also covering the next solar eclipse, thanks to support from Australia. Stay tuned. I hope that we can finalize this. It is not easy, but we are working hard with the other people there to make this happening. We will see. You can, of course, follow us to learn more and see if we will succeed or not. Now, back to the telescope console, because Messier 13 is arriving. Telescope is just downloading the image, and this king is the star is there for us. I really love Messier 13. This is a masterpiece. What can you say to it? I really like Messier 13 in Hercules. Just adjusting a few things because I really want that you see the best. Okay. Wonderful, isn't it? I always hope that you are having fun with us all together. Okay. Let me take... Oh, sorry, I closed the image. Okay, I'm just taking another one. Here it is, the console, back to you, just wait. So a new image is coming quickly. With this, we are going to end this live coverage, Stars for All. It was part of Global Astronomy Month, part of the remote observing programs, and all the month was organized by Astronomers Without Borders, and we proudly supported and coordinated the remote observing programs. And Virtual Telescope is just your own gateway to the stars. Our motto is "The sky is your land," because we really want to make you confident with what is up there, as it was your own territory, you know. But we are still waiting for Messier 13 to show, and we are left with 20 seconds, and soon we will be seeing the last image of it. And here it is, of course, the console making me ready to show this new amazing object, you know. It is arriving right now for us. This is just wonderful. Messier 13, just filling the field of view with a lot of stars, richer than any other globular cluster visible from our latitudes in the northern part of the globe. This is just a majestic sight, you know. Just trying to find, I think this one will be likely good for us. Okay. So this is the last image. With this, we are just saying that we had enough. We were happy with all we saw. We saw galaxies, we saw an asteroid, we saw globular clusters, we saw supernova. So in just 1 hour and more, we had everything, and Messier 13 is just something great for us to hand with. This Javel is sitting at 25,000 of light years from us. So happy that all this happened live, and that you were here. It has been for us great that so far Global Astronomy Month has been so successful in the world, and in particular so successful for us at Virtual Telescope. I want to thank you for being with us during this amazing celebration, and as I said, this is at least, looking at the schedule, the last event for Global Astronomy Month hosted at Virtual Telescope, but very likely we will include also the coverage of the solar eclipse next April 29. The eclipse will be visible also only from a very small part of Australia, and we are just discussing with some people there to make the coverage available. So stay tuned, check our website regularly in the next days, and you will see if on April 29th we will bring this eclipse to you. We did the same for the lunar eclipse. It was a terrific success, with more than 80,000 people joining from more than 170 different countries. So it was truly international. Wonderful for a month celebrating the sky without borders. So once again, I bring to you the greetings from Astronomers Without Borders, Mike Simmons, president, founder of that organization, my very good friend as well, and also myself, Gianluca Masi, Virtual Telescope Project Italy, is here to thank you for joining us, and I hope you will still keep an eye to the stars, enjoying the wonders of cosmos. Keep in mind that every time you look at the stars, you will be always rewarded. So I really hope that it was well worth for you this experience with us, and we hope to see you again and to live again to you for the universe. Goodbye, and take care of yourself. Goodbye. Good night.